stupid, but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got the boom. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
I'm the best, I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it on my own.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to Chile, but of course sold out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Houston Texans and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On first down, here's Mon. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Gabriel Davis, 26 yards. And the Chiefs will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that word that you just used, reset, right? In a lot of ways, it's just shaking off what happened before, starting fresh, almost like it's your first drive all over again. Go out and put your best foot forward.
Now a throw here, hauled in, finding space at the 40. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. George Karlaftis. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That went into the hands of Tony downfield. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. They go play fake. Mahomes. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Boy, 30 more yards and another 1st down.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer. Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes out to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Gabriel Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. Mond's throw caught by Bird here. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. He'll get this to about the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 38, Mond. Swings this one out wide for Pierce. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Mond looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Pierce takes it straight ahead. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action here. Mond. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 21 yards away. And the Texans have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one is incomplete.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 42. A gain there of 21 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 27 yards. And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond buying time to his left. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
They made a nice effort to stick him for the loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off the play fake, Mond. They'll roll him out right. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Mond back to the air after the pick 6. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this will be a Texans first down as he'll get this up to the 25. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Mond. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Back to the air, Mond. Forced out to his left. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Kadarius Toney, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Mon now off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, Mon fumbles it, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. They will find Davis. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, it's Mahomes. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the route is on here in this first half. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Looking deep downfield. A leap and he's got it. He got it. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Completes it to Davis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Right back to Davis. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. 2nd and 6.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. Now Mahomes.
Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second down and goal. Mahomes.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter. Get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Houston. Demir Bird. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Texans get a bit closer.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Mahomes' throw going to be caught by Davis.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Texans are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. It saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense.
Yeah.
I'll let you go.
I took a shot. And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Now a handoff up the middle. Goodson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3.
They'll keep it on the ground. Goodson. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Tyler Goodson.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now down to 20. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Christian Harris able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
We're back now in KC.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it.
30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kadarius Toney
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mond being chased out left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Mahomes now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. 2 yards on the touchdown there.
And the Chiefs have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And now here is another interception.
And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Here's Tony on the quick slant. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Steps away to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
So still throwing here in the fourth quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. He's got it at the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Three yards remain for second down.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Up the middle they go. Goodson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Bond going to throw it.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Pierce now up the middle.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody.